It was a night like any other in Mayak, with the clock striking exactly midnight. Lara Silva, a dedicated police officer with years of service, was prepared for another routine night at the station. The city streets, known for their challenges, were not unfamiliar to her, a veteran accustomed to the unpredictability of the night. However, nothing could prepare her for the call she was about to receive. The station phone rang, breaking the silence of the room. Lara, always alert, quickly answered. "Mayak Police Department, Officer Silva speaking. How can I help?" Her voice was firm, yet carried a tone of empathy shaped by years of experience dealing with various situations. On the other end of the line, a trembling and childish voice replied, "I'm hungry." The simplicity of the words carried a weight that immediately touched Lara's heart. There was something in that voice, a mixture of innocence and desperation, that made Lara instinctively realize that this would not be a typical call. "Hello, dear, what's your name?" Lara asked, her voice softening even more, trying to convey tranquility to the child on the other end of the line. "Luna," came the hesitant reply, accompanied by stifled sobs. "Luna, are you alone?" Lara asked, signaling to a colleague that something was wrong. "Yes," Luna murmured. "My mommy left and didn't come back." Lara's heart squeezed. Situations involving children always touched her deeply, and this was no exception. "Luna, do you know where you are? Can you tell me anything about the place you're in?" Lara asked, already working on possible ways to locate and help the girl. As Luna tried to provide details about her location, Lara meticulously noted every fragment of information. With each word from Luna, Lara's determination only grew. She knew that that night had completely changed. What started as a routine call was turning into a personal mission to ensure Luna's safety. "Don't worry, Luna. I'm here with you. We'll find you, okay?" "You're not alone," Lara promised, her voice carrying a silent commitment not only to Luna but to herself. In that moment, Lara Silva wasn't just a police officer from Mayak, she was the hope of a girl named Luna. And that call, though she didn't know it at the time, would change her life forever. The house shrouded in the darkness of the night emanated a feeling of abandonment and despair that hung heavily in the air. The two officers exchanged a tacit understanding glance before Lara knocked on the door with firm determination, her heart pounding with apprehension. There was no response. "Danny, I'll check the window, cover me," Lara said, moving cautiously to the side of the house. Peering through the window, the scene that unfolded before her eyes made her heart stop. Luna was huddled in a corner, embracing her knees, while a woman, presumably her mother, lay sprawled on the floor, an image of desolation. "My God," Lara murmured, her voice a whisper laden with emotion. She signaled to Danny, and both acted quickly, forcing their way into the house to render aid. Inside the house, the air was thick with a mixture of fear and despair. Luna looked up, her eyes large and filled with tears as she heard the doors open. "Please, help my mom. Right after I called you, she came and collapsed on the floor," she pleaded, her voice trembling, breaking the heavy silence. "Luna, we're here now. It's going to be okay," Lara said, approaching cautiously so as not to scare the frightened girl. Meanwhile, Danny rushed to check on Anna, immediately calling for backup and an ambulance. While Danny attended to Anna, Lara knelt beside Luna, offering a comforting shoulder. "Your mother will receive help, dear. "You were very brave to call us," she said, trying to offer some comfort to the frightened girl. Anna, still unconscious, was the epitome of the despair that had consumed the family. The circumstances that led to this situation were still uncertain, but Clara's priority was to ensure Luna and her mother's safety and well-being while they waited for the ambulance. Laura and Danny worked to secure the scene, ensuring that when the paramedics arrived, they could act quickly. The once lively house was now a grim reminder of the adversities faced by some families. "The ambulance is on its way," announced Danny, turning to Luna. "Let's make sure your mother receives the best care possible." The night had been long and full of challenges, but at that moment, Laura and Danny knew they had made a difference in Luna and Anna's lives. The road to recovery would be difficult, but together, they took the crucial first step toward a new beginning. As they waited for the ambulance, Laura Silva sat beside Luna, the girl whose eyes reflected a mix of fear, relief, and forced maturity due to the circumstances. The silence between them was heavy, laden with the reality of the situation they had encountered. Laura, with a gentle and comforting voice, encouraged Luna to share more about what had happened. "What's your mother's name? And can you tell me what happened, Luna?" "You can trust me," Laura said, offering Luna a look of understanding and support. Luna, hesitant at first, began to speak, her words wavering, gradually gaining strength as the story unfolded. "My mother, Anna, lost her job at the factory a few months ago. It was very sudden. One day she was there, working as usual, and the next they said they didn't need her anymore," Luna began, her hands playing with the hem of her shirt in an attempt to find comfort in small actions. "We tried to move on with what we had, but soon there was no food at home. My mother also needs medication, you know. She has this condition, and the medication is expensive. Without the job, it became even harder to get what she needs," Luna continued, tears beginning to form in her eyes as she struggled to maintain composure. Laura listened attentively, her heart tightening with each word Luna shared. It was a story she had heard in many variations. But each time it touched her deeply, reminding her why her work was so important. "You were very strong, Luna. Your courage in calling us saved your mother," said Laura, her voice filled with emotion and admiration for the young woman. Facing her, Luna looked at Laura, her eyes finding a glimmer of hope faintly shining within her. "I just wanted to help my mother," she whispered. A simple statement that carried the weight of the world Luna had been forced to bear. Laura placed her hand over Luna's, a gesture of solidarity and promise. "And you helped, Luna. You did exactly what needed to be done. Now it's our turn to help both of you," she said, determined to do everything in her power to help Luna and Anna rebuild their lives from that moment of crisis. The conversation between Laura and Luna not only revealed the harsh reality faced by the girl and her mother, but also strengthened the bond between the officer and the young woman she had sworn to protect. In that moment of adversity, a connection was forged, a silent promise that together they would face whatever came next. The distant sound of sirens filled the air, growing until the intermittent glow of red and blue lights bathed the small house in an urgent flash. Laura Silva, beside Luna, looked at the girl, trying to offer a reassuring smile, even though her heart was heavy with the gravity of the situation. "They're here to help," she said, her voice firm yet warm. Luna, with wide eyes of uncertainty, nodded silently, clutching onto Lara's hand as if it were a beacon of hope in the midst of the storm that was her life at that moment. The door opened and a team of paramedics entered, carrying equipment and a stretcher. They moved with calm efficiency to deal with the crises, but the expression on their faces as they assessed Anna and Luna spoke volumes about the seriousness of their condition. "We'll take care of her," said one of the paramedics, a middle-aged man with kind eyes, addressing Luna as he knelt to her eye level. "Your mother will receive the best possible care, I promise." As Anna was carefully placed on the stretcher, another paramedic, a woman with a compassionate expression, turned her attention to Luna. "And you, dear, let's take a look at you too, okay? It seems like both of you have been through very tough times," she said, examining Luna with a flashlight, noting the paleness of her skin and the fragility of her body. Malnutrition and dehydration were evident, both in the mother and the daughter, a violent testament to the adversities they had faced. "We'll need to take you both to the hospital for further tests and treatment. We'll make sure you stay together," the paramedic continued, her voice gentle yet authoritative, offering Luna not only the promise of medical care but also the support that had long been missing. As Anna was rushed to the ambulance, Luna was wrapped in a thermal blanket, her hand still firmly holding Lara's. "I'm going with you," declared Lara, her voice leaving no room for arguments. She knew that her role that night went beyond police duty. She became a safe haven for Luna, a promise that she wouldn't face the next chapter of her life alone. The journey to the hospital was quick but filled with silent tension and worry as the vehicle cut through the night. Lara kept her gaze fixed on Luna, whose tired eyes reflected the exhaustion of a long and arduous battle. Yet, there was also a glimmer of relief, a ray of hope that despite everything, help had arrived in time. In the hospital waiting room, the muffled sounds of hurried footsteps and whispered conversations created a constant background noise, but Lara, Silva, and Luna were in their own world, sitting side by side, enveloped in thoughtful silence. The clock on the wall marked the passing time, but for them, the minutes seemed to stretch indefinitely. Lara, noticing Luna's distant gaze alternating between hope and fear, knew she needed to say something to comfort the girl. "Luna," Lara began, her gentle voice breaking the silence between them, "I know all of this must seem scary right now, and I know you're worried about what will happen next." Luna looked at Lara, her eyes reflecting the uncertainty she felt. "I don't want to go to an orphanage," she murmured, the vulnerability in her voice tugging at Lara's heart. Lara held Luna's hand in hers, offering a reassuring squeeze. "And you won't," she said firmly yet gently. "I promise, Luna, that won't happen. I'll take care of you temporarily until your mother gets better, and you can be together again." Tears welled up in Luna's eyes, not of sadness but of relief and gratitude. "You'd do that for us?" she asked, almost incredulous. "Yes, I would," Lara confirmed, her unwavering commitment. "And not just because it's my job to protect and serve, but because I see how strong and brave you and your mother are. I want to help you both get through this together. We'll find a way to overcome this difficult time." Luna leaned on Lara, allowing herself, for the first time in a long while, to feel a little bit of security. "Thank you, Lara, thank you for not leaving us alone." Lara enveloped Luna in a hug, a gesture that transcended the formalities of her role as a police officer. "You'll never be alone, Luna. I'll be with you every step of the way," Lara decided. Taking care of Luna wasn't just an act of professional compassion. It was a personal commitment that would change the lives of everyone involved. She knew challenges lay ahead, but she also knew that together they could face them. This promise wasn't just a temporary solution. It was the beginning of a journey that would transform their lives in ways they couldn't yet imagine. Anna and Luna were very ill. However, Anna was in a worse situation due to a lack of medication for an extended period. So, Anna had to remain hospitalized, and Luna went for checkups every day. During this time, Luna stayed with Laura, who gave her love, care, and much attention. In the hospital, Anna's room became a sanctuary of healing, softly illuminated by the daylight that filtered through the partially open curtains. Doctors and nurses, with their regular visits, brought not only medications and treatments but also words of encouragement and smiles that brightened the environment, fostering an atmosphere of hope and renewal. Anna, still weak but growing stronger each day, looked at her daughter with eyes full of gratitude and love. "Luna," she began, her voice still a fragile whisper, "I'm so sorry for everything. I promise that when we leave here things will be different. We will rebuild our lives together." Luna, sitting beside her mother's bed, tenderly held her hand. "Mom, the most important thing is that we are together and safe now. With Laura and her husband's help, I know we can overcome anything." Laura, who was by the bedside, observed the exchange between mother and daughter, feeling a wave of emotion as she witnessed the unbreakable bond that united them. Her husband, Fernando, by her side, placed a hand on her shoulder, sharing the moment of silent understanding. "Anna, Luna," Fernando said with a warm and welcoming voice, "we are here for you. Not only as temporary support, but as friends who deeply care. The road to recovery may be long, but you will not be alone." The days in the hospital were marked by constant progress. Physical and emotional therapy sessions helped Anna and Luna confront and begin to overcome the traumas they faced. Every small victory was celebrated, every step towards recovery was a cause for joy. On a particularly bright afternoon, while Anna rested, Luna and Laura whispered softly near the window. "Laura," Luna said, her eyes shining with tears of gratitude, "I don't know how to thank you. You have changed our lives." Laura smiled, squeezing Luna's hand. "There's no need to thank me, dear. Helping you, seeing you recover, brings us more joy than you can imagine. It reminds us of what truly matters in life." Anna's recovery in the hospital and Luna's, with Laura and Fernando's unwavering support, were a testament to the power of human compassion and the strength of the human spirit. They not only recovered physically but also began to heal emotional wounds, paving the way for a new beginning filled with hope and possibilities. The day Anna was discharged from the hospital dawned bright and sunny, as if the sky itself were celebrating the new chapter beginning in their lives. As they left the hospital, a mix of emotions filled the air: relief, hope, and a touch of anxiety about the future. Laura, who had accompanied them to the car, couldn't help but feel a deep satisfaction witnessing that moment. "I can't believe we're finally going home," Anna said, her voice choked with emotion as she held Luna's hand firmly. Luna, with a smile lighting up her face, looked at Laura. "We would have never made it without you, Laura. You've been by our side through every difficult moment." Laura, smiling, helped Anna settle into the car, making sure she was comfortable. "Seeing both of you healthy and ready to start again means everything to me. Remember, I'm here for whatever you need, always. You are like angels who appeared in our lives." "We won't forget what you've done for us," Anna said, her eyes shining with tears of gratitude. Lara carefully closed the car door and stepped back, giving them a moment of privacy. She watched the car drive away, feeling a wave of emotion. She knew that Anna and Luna's journey was just beginning, but she was confident that they would overcome future challenges with the same courage and determination they had shown so far. Upon returning home, Lara shared with her husband the news of Anna and Luna's discharge. "They're finally back home," she said, a pure expression of contentment on her face. "I feel like we've truly made a difference in their lives." Fernando embraced her, agreeing, "We have, but more importantly, they know they're not alone, and that, my dear, is the greatest gift we could offer." In that moment, Lara reflected on the journey she had taken with Anna and Luna. The satisfaction of having made a difference in that family's life was immense, but she knew her support wouldn't end there. Lara had promised to always be there for them, and she was a woman of her word. The promise to continue supporting Anna and Luna whenever they needed wasn't just a statement of intent. It was a deep commitment, a bond that would unite them regardless of what the future held. Several months had passed since Anna and Luna returned to normal life. A period marked by challenges, but also significant victories. The ETA came on a bright Tuesday morning when Anna could hardly contain her excitement upon receiving the news that Ita Ego was not only a promise of financial stability, but also a chance to rebuild her life and that of her daughter with dignity and hope. "I can't believe it," exclaimed Luna. "This changes everything for us." "Finally, a fresh start," said Luna, sharing her mother's joy and embracing her tightly. "Mom, I always knew things would get better. I'm so proud of you." It was in this scene of renewal and hope that Lara continued her regular visits. Each visit was an opportunity to strengthen the bonds that united them, a mixture of genuine friendship and unconditional support that had flourished between them. During one of these visits, while enjoying tea in Anna and Luna's renovated kitchen, the conversation naturally flowed to the events of the past months. "Lara, I don't know how we would have gotten through this without you," said Anna, gratitude shining in every word. "You were more than a friend, you were our light at the end of the tunnel." Lara held Anna's hands, helping her up. "You made me realize the true meaning of compassion and empathy. Seeing you both rise up transformed me in ways I never imagined." For Lara, those visits and the time spent with Anna and Luna were not just acts of kindness. They were powerful reminders of the impact compassion can have. Anna and Luna's journey, marked by adversity but also resilience and recovery, had indeed transformed Lara's life. She became more aware of the power of compassion and empathy, values that now permeated every aspect of her life, enriching her own existence and that of the people around her. Their relationship had become a living testament to the transformative power of unconditional support and love. For Lara, the phone call that initially lifted Anna and Luna became much more than a gesture of help. It became a shared journey of growth, learning, and, above all, true friendship. The journey of Lara, Anna, and Luna reminds us of the importance of being there for others, especially when they face difficult times. Compassion is a powerful force that can illuminate even the darkest moments, offering hope and renewal. If you enjoyed this story, leave your opinion in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. A big hug and see you soon.